Hello and a very good afternoon, good morning, welcome back to Crafters TV. It is Friday! Whoop, 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 whoop. Welcome along to the show. Sorry for the slightly tardy start. I've decided, with the help of the lovely Debbie, I'm going to give the craft along a go because I haven't done one in a while. So we were just getting me prepped. So it's all totally my fault. But it's going to be an amazing craft along, which we will come to in just a few moments' time. I must just tell you that it is Friday. You probably knew that already, but it is a Fiver Friday here at Crafters TV on the website right now. Your chance to pick up some amazing deals for a fiver. Yeah, there's loads of great deals. I've just hand selected a few of them for you here, which we can quickly whiz through. Some unbelievable buys. 4 of my favourites for you. This one here from the gift card range that we've got, the Jolly Santa, worth $12.99. Fiver. This one is a beautiful creator card from our Christmas creator cards, normally $16.99. Fiver. We've also got some double-sided dies in there as well. This one is your double-sided layerable topper entitled Joyful Wreath. Fiver. And we've got our ever popular scissors. These are the little precision snips which we've thrown in as well. $7.99. But a fiver today. You can get those deals while stocks last, or indeed up until the end of play today, because after midnight it will be Saturday. Also, did you know that Saturday comes after Friday? And I think, is that everything I've got to chat about so far? I think it is at the top of the show. We're into our craft along, our award-winning craft along, where basically over the course of the next couple of hours we are going to make a project in real time. So none of the is a little bit I made earlier. It's all done in real time. So you guys can craft along with us. Do let us know in the comments if you are going to do that, or indeed if you're going to craft along at a later date. And if you do, make sure you send us your pictures, because we love to see what you have made. Today we're crafting along with the Framed Floral Create-A-Card-Dies, and leading this amazing craft along is the one and only, one of my absolute faves. It's McGiggles, Debbie Fisher. This looks good.
Yeah, it's a lovely little craft along we've got today. Not only are we making a shaker card, an easel card, we're also going to do this box that goes underneath it as well. I thought it'd just be nice to turn it into something a bit different. What I also love about it as well is if you are a beginner crafter and sometimes things can look a little bit overwhelming, you could just make the card if you wanted to. So I think the whole idea of a craft along is to get inspiration, get everything together, create whatever you want to create in your capabilities, but we do it at your pace and in your time. If you need for me to stop, I will stop at any point. Just let Ben know in the comments, and we can stop and recap any of the measurements. So we're going to be starting off with the easel card, and then we're going to be making the actual box as well. And all I've done is just 2 pieces of card inside to make little compartments inside the box. So it just makes it that little bit different, and it makes it giftable. So it's really lovely to be able to send that, and it all folds flat. So if you want to wrap it up, you've then got that beautiful card and that box underneath. So yeah, this is what we're going to be crafting along to.
Looks impressive. I'm going to be giving it a go myself, because you know what, as I say, I felt like I haven't done one for a while. We haven't got a guest, so I will be the craft along guest today. But you need to know what you need if you're going to be doing the craft along. If you've not yet seen it on the socials, Debbie will give you the full rundown of everything you're going to need. So what do we need, Debbie?
Yeah, so I'm using the Blushing Poppy die, but you can use any die that you've got in your stash, to be honest. So whether it's one of these dies or whether it's one of your creator cards, we're going to be using our multi-purpose cardstock, some black glitter card I'm using, but if you've only got black cardstock, you can use that as well. I'm going to be using the 12x12 Summer Gnomes paper pad. Again, you can use any other paper pads you've got in your stash. You're going to need 3 sheets of A3 Centura Pearl, a sheet of acetate, which A5 in size you'll need, and we're going to trim that down, but an A4 sheet is absolutely fine. And then I'm just using the simple sentiments that come with the dancing dragonflies and some ribbon to decorate. And then there's a few additional extras that you're going to need that you have in your craft stash, which is your Gemini, your guillotine, some tape pens, your foam on a roll. We'll do that in a minute.
Oh, I was about to go then.
Some foam pads, some black water reacts ink pads, and some sequins as well, and your scissors and your pokey tool. But don't forget that foam on a roll.
Foam on a roll, foam on a roll, foam on a roll, foam on a roll, foam on a roll. Hey! Drop mine. So there you go. So that's everything that you will need. We'll give you a couple of seconds to get your hands on all of those goodies. I'll say a few quick hellos as well, because there's loads of you in. We've got Superstar Susie on the socials, with Rachel saying hello from Brighton Beach, South Australia. Kimberly J. Millwood is with us from North Carolina. Cheryl Patton says hi from St. Charles, Missouri, celebrating our 50th wedding anniversary today. Oh, well, congratulations. Hope you have a fantastic day. Rosalind Russell's with us from Maryland. Jill B's in from Arizona. Gilmore's in saying hello, Ben, Debbie, social superstar. CC team, Johnny and George today. Hello, woot woot. Crafty peeps, is Ben crafting along today? Yes, I hope so, or is he too exhausted from yesterday? No. Laura says hello from Virginia. Eileen is in from Puerto Rico. Linda's in from Dudley. Beth from New York. And Goddess says good morning, crafty friends. It's hot and sticky here in Richmond, Virginia. Hi to Mary Reno from Maine. Hi to Val Lloyd from Southampton. Hi to Gilmore, who says, Ben, I love your shirt. Thank you. Very happy to have you here to join us, Ben, on the craft along with Debbie, says Jeffrey. Thank you. And Lillian Kwok says, I got the ho 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 die today. I can't look at it without hearing Ben doing his Alan Rickman in Die Hard. Ha, ha, ha. Morning everyone, actually listening at work, shh, says Jill B. Mary Reno says, keep telling us it's Friday, Ben. I woke up this morning thinking it was Saturday. Producer Johnny did exactly the same thing. He says he woke up thinking it was Saturday. No idea. And Joanne says, morning all, hoping to craft along, but in a little different way. I have golf-themed items. Fingers crossed it works. Well, fingers crossed it does work. We'd love to see all of your makes at the end of the show. Right.
Dr. Evil.
No, Dr. Evil is more like this. Alan Rickman goes, ha, ha, ha. Now, I think we've... shall I show you the... I'll show you the deal. Stop mucking about, Ben, for goodness sake. So you're here to show the deal.
You're here to work, Ben. Get on with your work.
It's Friday! So it's the Framed Floral Create-A-Card-Die collection, 6 elements in total in this bundle. So what you get is your detailed die and your outer die with each and every one of these. And like Debbie was saying, you know, you can personalise your craft along, use papers that you've got, change the die around if you like. So I know Debbie's going to be using the poppy, but you do get the traditional rose within this collection. There's the poppy. That one's called the blushing poppy, which Debbie's going to be using. I've actually got over here the dainty dahlia, which is the one that I will be crafting along with. So you can adapt it slightly. Obviously, the papers that you use you can choose. Papers that Debbie sorted out for me are going to be different to the one that she's using. But it's basically just in essence, isn't it? Just making sure that you've got all the measurements down pat and you copy the construction of it. You can decorate your card up however you wish to. But that is the collection today. It's a £10, $17, almost $18 saving. Platinum members, you're down to £32.62. Pounds, $33.51 if you're shopping in the US. Right, I think we're just about ready. You will excuse me if I do go a little bit quieter on these shows, because you know that I don't go quiet when I have to concentrate. And I haven't got my reading glasses today either, which might prove a bit difficult. Did you find mine? Yeah, but yours are varifocals, aren't they? Yeah. Yeah, so when I put them on, I was feeling a bit sick. I was like, I didn't realise, and then I started looking down the bottom. I was like, oh, there's the sight reading ones. Right, but I looked through the top first of all. I was like,
the top is just normal vision.
Is it?
Yeah. I've got nothing wrong with my long sight, so that's just normal vision.
So why haven't you just got a pair of reading glasses then?
Because I should really wear them all the time because I can't see close up. So even when I'm on my phone, computer work. So for computers, there's 3 levels. So there's the bottom level, then there's a mid one, and then the top level is for just when I'm driving and stuff. So it's my normal vision.
Well, I felt sick looking through the top. Literally, I was like, and then I looked through the bottom, and I was fine. But I think if I wear it, it'll make me even more confused. You'll be fine. I'll be all right. We'll be fine.
You'll just struggle along like I do when I don't wear my glasses.
Exactly. In your capable hands, we'll all be good. Any questions? Anything you want to ask? Do it. Chances are I'll probably ask the question for you, because as everyone knows, I'm super slow. Right, Where do we start?
Right, we're going to start with our white cardstock. So any white cardstock, I'm just using our multi-purpose cardstock. We're going to trim this piece of card down to 6.5-inch square. So first of all, we're going to pop that through. We're going to go to our 6.5-inch mark on our guillotine and just trim that down. Turn that round and trim that to 6.5 inches. Okay, so that's our first piece of card. Let's pop that to the side. That's funny, isn't it? We keep hearing that tune.
Tests or something, I think. It's for the big QVC so 6 by 6 square.
Yeah, 6 by 6 square. Now, if you're using any other die, so I just want to make sure we cover all bases. You might be using one of our Create-A-Card-Dies. Do it to the size of that die. But because we've got a square die, now these dies are 5.5 by 5.5 inch square. So what we're going to do is take our die and we're going to die cut this into the centre of our cardstock. Now, we don't need to use both pieces. So we're going to centrally, we're going to place this centrally into our card. So I'm just doing it by eye. Use your glass mat and you can sort of roughly see whereabouts you want it to go.
I got one. It's fine, just roughly is good, isn't it?
Yeah, just roughly.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really matter. We're just going to use it centrally and then just use some low-tack tape just to tape it down. Now,
just the inner die, you said, yeah?
Yeah, just the inner die.
Okay.
Now, what we want on this piece, we want your corner pieces. We're going to paper piece this, Ben.
Right.
So what you want to do is just have your corner pieces. You can paper piece as much or as little as you want to.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to pop this onto the side, just so it doesn't take too much of the card, because our low-tack tape's a little bit sticky, and we're going to run that through. Now, I'm using the Gemini, but you can use your Gemini Midi or your Gemini Junior. So they will go through your A5 die cutting machines, no problem whatsoever. Now, I'm using the Gemini. Ben is using the Gemini Midi, so it shows you they go through all of those machines. So even if you've got a manual machine, you're going to be able to use that. Now, I'm going to be quite careful with this because I'm going to push my pieces just out, those small pieces that I want. So I'm just taking that tape off.
If I cut this to the wrong size, I can't get it through.
Can't get it through?
No.
What, can't get it through? I don't know what you mean.
The cardstock.
You can't get your cardstock.
It's 6.5 by 6.5.
Oh, it's too big,
Too
Ben.
big.
That's my fault.
Can you just run it through your machine for me?
Yes, of course.
I did think for a second then.
Yeah,
it's 6,
I was
isn't
thinking it was 7 inches, but it's not, is it? I'm just going to make sure I take my pieces out here because I want to be quite gentle with that. There we go. And
Thanks.
I'll just run
I only just put one
yours
little
through
bit
as well.
on there. Yeah. I thought I was being silly then for a second. I mean, that would be unlike me, wouldn't it?
Let me just put another little bit
just
to hold that in place.
This is
so
what I mean.
it doesn't
Hopefully
slip.
you've got enough time because I know I'm going to slow you up.
No. This is what I love about Craft Along as well, because also it doesn't slow just me up, it slows me up to let everyone else catch up as well, so which is
That's what I'm here for. The last craft along I did, I think, was with Michelle, and I made like the main sort of construction of the card, but then I got so far behind I didn't get time to decorate it, but I spent 40 minutes on my own in there afterwards decorating up my card.
Right, I'm going to take that really gently
Thank you.
because you want those side pieces. So you're just going to use your side ones there and that one there.
Beautiful.
There we go.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
Teamwork.
Doesn't take long. That's the good thing when you've got die cutting machines.
Yeah.
Right, so, and then for my one, I also, because I'm using this poppy one, I want to use this bit here. Looks like I could have done with an extra little cut, but that's fine. I want to take this piece off. Oh, didn't seem to want to cut there. So we've got that piece and this bottom piece as well. So just taking out.
How satisfying is that? Seeing all those bits come out. It's lush, isn't it?
Yeah, so good,
So
isn't it?
nice.
And then I want this triangle bit here. And you choose, you choose which pieces you want to paper piece back in. And then I'm just going to use that piece there as well. Okay, so the rest of this I can just tap out. And there we go. Take this one, and then I'm just going to take my pieces away. So take that piece. Oh,
So have to poke out all the bits.
Yeah, take all your bits out so you've got all that. Now, you're not going to worry too much about it. I could have done with just putting that through one more time to do that one. So pop that to the side, and we've got all these extra bits. And then what we're now going to do, have you got all your bits ready, Ben?
I think so.
So what I am going to do is just take a sheet of card, and we're going to just take these pieces and pop them onto a piece of card so I don't lose them for now.
Oh, the outer bits.
Yeah.
That's a
so
good
just
idea.
Your outer bits.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll pop those. Where should I pop those? I'll put those over here.
Yeah, just put them to one side. So I'm just popping those to one side, and then I'm going to be bringing in my black glitter card. So you could use your just normal black cardstock or whatever coordinating colour that you want to do. I just had some of the black glitter cardstock in my stash, so I thought it'd be really nice to use. Now I'm going to trim this one down to 7 inches by 7 inches. You don't need to worry about this one, Ben.
Oh, no, I've done
one's
it.
already
Yes.
been cut.
Got ya.
So
I'll continue poking me bits out then.
So that is 6.5, and that's 7. So we're going to trim that to 7-inch square. So 7 inches by 7 inches. So you can see that's a little bit bigger than what my white card is. So you've still got this white card, which you can see will go over this one, and it's what's going to create your border around the side, okay?
I see.
But we don't want to put that on yet, because what I do want to do, I want to cut into the frame, because we want to use that one as well. So we're going to do this again. This time we're going to place both pieces. So we're going to use our outer edge die as well, and our normal one. So let's pop that on and use that tape. Take that off there. And in fact, I'm going to use 2 new pieces. And again, just centrally to your piece of card, let's take a couple of pieces off. I'm going to place that on there, and this one inside as well. And again, place it onto your glass mat so you can sort of roughly see where your lines are, and then you can get a good estimate of where your dies should sort of go into the centre, so about there.
Okay.
And I'm going to move that into the centre, and then this one we're going to just stick down. So one piece on there and a piece on there. And then we're going to cut that through. So I'm going to pop this right to the end of my plates so we can give this a double cut. So what I am going to do is send it through and then reverse it and have it come back out. That will give me a double cut. Because I'm using glitter cardstock, it just helps with giving it another cut going through the machine. You could also use your metal shim, and then that would help. So once I know that's been through, I'm pausing it and then pressing my reverse button. So without taking it from the machine, that's coming back through and giving me that extra cut.
Marvellous.
So let's have this one out. And then take these pieces away. Right, so now what you have is you have your outside frame, because this is the piece that is going to go with this piece over the top. So you can see now how you get that extra piece of rim through there. And then this piece here is going to be your overlay. And what this does, it gives you just that sort of definition of your actual dies and gives it a more 3D effect.
Okay.
So let's take that one out. Just going to give that a little tap. And take this one. And we don't need any of those bits this time. We're just going to pop these pieces out. See, and that extra cut has just cut perfectly. Because it's glitter cardstock,
yeah,
it's just allowed us to go that little bit deeper through all that thick coated layer. So you've got your extra layer there. So because we've now used the inner piece, it means when we paper piece this back over the top, look at the effect it now gives us.
Oh, yes.
Very clever, isn't it?
Absolutely,
so then
yeah.
you've got that nice white rim around, you've got these pieces on the inside, and then you've got the pieces that we're going to paper piece back in just a little while. So I think what we'll do there, Ben, is shall we have a break and let people catch up to this piece?
Great idea.
Because then what we're going to do is our actual paper piecing and our acetate.
Marvellous. No, I don't get a break. I'll tell you what I can do just whilst you're on there, but I'm just coming over here. Can you just pop that through for me again here? Because I've got a few little bits which haven't come out of the bit there, that haven't quite come out. Thank you.
And the good thing is Ben's up to date because we already cut one of his pieces out.
Yeah, so I'm ahead. So normally by this point I'd be like, ah! But no, we're all good. The mini, oh my goodness me. My goodness me. The mini we've got on the show for you today. So this deal we rolled over from yesterday's cartload. So it wasn't supposed to be here, if I'm being honest with you. Producer Johnny got a little bit rogue, a little bit renegade. This was supposed to not be on. However, we brought it back for you. The deal is phenomenal. Your chance to pick up our Gemini Mini. So this is the smaller of our two manual die cutting machines that you're going to get. But it's still brilliant. You've got the 6x3 plate in here, or I say plate, it's like a folder. You've got your plastic shim, and that's all you need to be cutting. It's simplicity without the electricity. So super simple to use, worth that price on your screen every day of the week. However, today we're saying you can have the machine and we're going to give you £35, $45 worth of free goodies, like the connecting sentiment dies, like you're going to get in here this beautiful butterfly set from the Positive Thoughts. We're going to throw in the Celebrate die from the Masquerade Ball. We're going to throw in the Season's Greetings dies from the Mini Expressions. You're also going to get the Father Christmas tag from the Characters Collection. 3D embossing folder with the trellis design, thank you. And you're also going to get your twirling bee, Ben, that is a bee, which comes with this set as well. An amazing freebie bundle worth every single penny that you're seeing on the screen there. £35, $45. What an opportunity to pick up a mini today. Maybe it's your first machine. Maybe you've already got a machine and you're buying it for the kids or the grandkids. Maybe you've got a crafty friend you're trying to get into craft. This is the deal to go for. Do not buy the mini on its own today. Get this deal. It's on the Shop the Show page and you'll get £35, $45 worth of free goodies included within that deal as well. Super portable, suitable, precise. And you've got all the practicality within there as well. Now, also proving very, very popular indeed. I've got to keep myself very organised today with all this stuff. We've got the opaque pigment ink pads, 10 ink pad collection here. So again, if you like to do your blending techniques, phenomenal for that. If you like to do your heat embossing, these are the bad boys to go for. 10 lovely colours, which are as follows. So you're going to get your Bordeaux. You're going to get Chinese red. That's such a gorgeous red, that is. It really is beautiful. You've got orange in there and lemon tonic. So a lot of yours and our favourite colours included. You've got the plum jam. You've got ocean blue. You've got fuchsia. Don't worry, I'm not going to do it. You've got the grasshopper. You've also got oasis. Yes, George, you'll be mad for it. And then you've got your crushed velvet. £37.59 is the deal on that, so everyone saves nearly £13, $18.51, $56.79 is the deal on that if you are shopping with us in the US and you're platinum. Don't forget Fiver Friday, which is on the web as well. Oh, and don't forget also very quickly the daily deal, which is really, really popular. Now, today's daily deal is this bad boy. I quite like it's got like the shoulder strap. Doesn't that look good?
That's look really good. I think this is a bargain, this.
It is a bargain. Oh, and I can check that it works. Anyway, sorry, I just thought of something. The tote you're going to get. £15.99 or £21.59. Big tote. Great for transporting all your goodies in. You can see you've got pockets galore around here, and these really are built to last. You know what? I've seen so many of these stuffed to the rafters with all sorts of crafty goodies, and they are built to sort of take that weight. You've got the lovely handles here as well with that hook and loop grip there. Really soft touch handles. So again, if these do get heavy, which I know they will, it's not going to cut into your fingers. And as I was perfectly demonstrating a few minutes ago. You've got the strap there as well with the shoulder pad. You can detach that if you want to. Now, the deal on this is great because you're going to get the tote, but then we're also going to give you a load of freebies as well. In the bag, we're going to give you for free your round blending tool with replacement head. For free, we're going to give you your 4x4 stamping platform. For free, you're also going to get your low-tack tape, 3 reels of, and for free, you're also going to get 2 of your pokey tools as well. A phenomenal buy is that at $15.99 or $21.59. And let me just double check this because I was asking this so much earlier on the earlier show. Yes, you can. It will go in. I thought it was. Your MIDI will go in there. Just leave your handle sticking out, but it does fit in. I thought it did. So it's a really, really big, practical tote bag with loads of space for an unbelievable deal today. £15.99, $21.59. Snap that up. It is today's daily deal as part of Sarah's Craft Clear Out. Will not be here tomorrow. Right, few quick comments and then we will get moving on with our craft along. Comments wise, let's have a look. Who's with us? Renee's joined us from Minnesota. Jutta's in from Stuttgart, Germany, trying to do the craft along. If you're doing it, if you've got any questions, Jutta, ask. That's what we're here for. Deborah's in from Texas, Polly from Florida, Val's in from Southampton, Mary Beth from Minnesota, and Pammy's also here. Shannon H says, good morning. Ben is crafting along today. Trying to, yes. And Pammy says, what a fantastic deal on the Mini. I think we're all good, Debbie. No questions that I can see, so I think we're ready for the next part.
Yeah, it's all quite nice and simple, isn't it? Which is nice. So we've got our 2 pieces. We're going to stick these together, Ben. So we're going to turn over our black piece onto our scrap piece of card, and we're going to use our dotted tape pen now. Now, if you haven't got a dotted tape pen, you can use your adhesive sheets and die cut them out with your dies. If you've got tacky glue, that will work as well. Just need to sort of dab it on. And also you can use your Xyron if you've got one. So, but the dotted tape pen are the easiest to actually use. So just being really gentle, making sure we pick up all of the die cuts, and we're just going to go around making sure that they've got all of those on there. So just that last piece. And then all we're going to do is lay this over the top. Now, if you wanted to, you could have a bit of a shadow. I don't really want to do a shadow because, and in fact, what I am going to do, you might want to do the same, Ben, when you come to placing it on top, just so you can see it, so you can see the white, we want to cover that white up. It doesn't matter if a little bit's showing, because obviously, because what we want to do, we want to paper piece it.
Yeah.
So you can see I've got just a tiny bit of the white showing through there, but I'm not worried about it at all. And I'm just going to take away that little bit that's showing, because then we're going to, our next step is to do that paper piecing.
Okay.
Turn it upside down, using your scoring tool. Just be really gentle, but just go over the top.
Okay.
And what that will do, that will make sure that all your little dots, your adhesive dots, will stick down together.
Ah, I see.
But be really gentle, because you don't want to go rough and then start pulling, and ripping it, exactly.
Yeah.
So just going round the sides, just making sure that's all adhered, and then you've got that beautiful frame.
Yeah.
I know, clever.
Oh yeah, done it.
Right, so the next thing we want to do is take our piece of acetate, because we want to stick our piece of acetate onto here. Now, the reason I said about being an A5 in size is because that's the perfect width, and then we're just going to trim that down to size. So I'm just going to bring our guillotine back in, and I'm going to see what size this is, which I know, but just so you know, this is 5.5 inches. So what I'm going to do is turn it round, and we're going to trim that to 5.5 inches. So we've got a 5.5 inch square piece of acetate.
It's hard to see, isn't it?
Yeah, it's hard to see.
5.5. Okay.
Right, so once we've done that, I'm not sure if you've got any red liner tape, Ben, so I'm just going to...
I can use my tape pen, can't I?
You could use your tape pen, it's just stronger to use red liners.
I find I get in a bit of a fiddle and a faff with that when I'm on air, you know, and I'll slow you up even more, Debbie, so I'll use me tape.
That's fine, you're not slowing me up anyway, so it's fine. Right, so I'm going to use red liner tape because I think it's the strongest that you can use.
Yep.
But yes, you're right, your tape pen will be absolutely fine. So we're just going to pop that around our edges. And as you'll be a little bit quicker, so you can stick that to the back of your design.
Okay. Going around.
Okay.
Whee! Sorry. Whee! Fun, this, isn't it?
Well, I mean, do we have to pretend we don't have fun at work?
No. Well, no. We have a lot of fun here, don't we?
We certainly do.
Do you know what? And I always say this whenever I do the craft along. So my sort of role this side of the studio, which I know you've done before, Debbie, when I'm here,
Yes.
the shows go very, very quickly. But then when I craft along with you guys as well and present, the shows absolutely fly by, which gives a sense to me as to how quickly the shows must go for you guys, that side of the studio.
Oh, absolutely.
When you're crafting away. They must
Yeah.
absolutely roll over because, well, you're just having the best time, aren't you, doing what you love?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we're very lucky. Can't ever complain, that's for sure.
Hey, look at this. George, you can show, I'll allow you to show mine if you want. There you go. There we go. Boom!
Oh, very good. I'm impressed.
Good stuff.
Very impressed.
Marvellous.
And again, all I like to do, this just really is for longevity of your project.
Oh, that's a good point.
Is to go down afterwards. So even if you're using the normal tape or tape pens, do that, Ben, and it'll make sure that it really adhere to the actual design.
Okay.
Right, the next thing we're going to do, we're going to bring in those pieces that we want to paper piece back in. So we're going to do this before anything else. Now again, bring in that piece that you can see, and that way you can see it, your brown. I like to use craft card because it's a really good way of being able to see thoroughly where you put those pieces back in. Now what I would suggest, you can either use a wet glue or you can just use your tape pens, which is what I'm going to do.
I love what you've done here and done it's like because normally you'd paper piece the image, wouldn't you?
Yes.
But you're paper piecing the frame.
The outside. Yes.
Yeah, really different. I like it.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So sometimes when we're doing the craft alongs, although sometimes we like to go back to those basic makes, it's nice to do something that little bit different.
Yeah.
And this is a really nice way of not wasting too much of your shaker elements as well. So let's see, I think I've lost some of my pieces, but I'm not going to worry too much.
Okay.
So it doesn't really matter.
Not the end of the world.
That rough outline around the outside. Yeah, there's just a couple of pieces I think that, and I could, if you have got any missing, you can just go back in and recut just that piece out. And what I mean by that is just wherever your die is, if you've got this bit missing, just put a square piece of card over that piece of the die and recut it out. And then you'll get that back to putting back in.
Whilst we're sticking, I say hello to Kathy's in from Missouri. Teresa Miller says, good morning from sunny Ohio. I'm watching whilst batch making thank you notes for a shower gift. Pammy says, I really adore these dies. Looking good, Ben, says Gilmore. Thank you. Alicia says, great job. And Aunt Penny says, happy work like a dog day, everyone. Oh yeah, it's work like a dog day today.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, you mentioned that the other day, didn't you, Aunt Penny? These dies are amongst my top 10 sets. I'm working like a dog today, presenting,
I know.
crafting.
You're multitasking today, Ben.
Yeah.
Laura will be so impressed.
She won't believe it. She won't believe it when I go home and tell her later on. You did what? You never do that at home.
Do you know we always take mickey out of men not being able to multitask? I have to be honest, the older I'm getting, and I do think it's menopause, but I don't seem to be able to multitask as well as what I used to.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Don't know what's happening. Don't know what's happening, but yeah, and I'm quite ashamed of it, to be honest. But
you're what, ashamed of it?
Ashamed of it, yes. I can't multitask because I just can't think of too many things in one go anymore.
I think things generally get harder as you get older. Like getting out of bed in the morning.
That's so true. And then we've got that final bit at the side. So what's nice about this style of paper piecing is it doesn't take too long to do.
No.
So it doesn't take all your time. So you get right to that bit of what you want to do. And it just looks really effective, doesn't it, when you've just got that outside.
Yeah.
How's yours looking? Because you've got a different die, so I haven't seen your one.
Pretty cool. Boom.
Oh, look at that. That's very nice.
Nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
Pleased with that.
Yeah, absolutely. Right, shall we take a break just in
Yep.
case people are paper piecing a little bit more in and get them up to date with that paper piecing bit. We'll then do our shake a bit and then put our card together and then we're right on time to get our box done for the final hour.
Fantastic. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the craft along. This is a good opportunity whilst we do have a little break to get any questions in. So anything you want to ask, if you are crafting along, if you want anything re-mentioned, we can do that for you as well. But get those questions in. So far, it's looking so good. Mary Reno says, love the concept of paper piecing the outside. Alison Lee joins us from a windy Chester. And Rose Ann Carbone says, hello from Massachusetts to Debbie, Ben and the team and all my fellow crafters. Shannon H is saying, I paper pieced the Christmas interlace card the other day. Soothing. There's something quite soothing, isn't there, about doing a bit of paper piecing. The full collection, if you want to jump in and grab it, is here. So you get all of the dies that you're seeing on screen. Each of them has the outer die as well, so you can cut your apertures, cut your layers in there as well, should you wish. But you get it's 3 different flowers that you're going to get in essence. I'm working with this one here, which is the gorgeous dahlia, the dainty dahlia. This is also included in the set, the traditional rose, and then lastly in the collection is the one that Debbie's crafting along with today, which is the blushing poppy. It's a £10.20, $17.96 saving today, and you're picking all of that up for $32.62 or $33.51 if you're a platinum member and you're shopping in the US. Right. We are going to have a short little break for you to give you a chance to catch up. Jill B just saying it's International Work Like a Dog Day today. Jill B says, Ben, you may better like this day. It's actual International Beer Day today. Well, that I prefer much more than Work Like a Dog. The guys in the gallery are just going, brewskis. I'll be celebrating that later on tonight when I get home. Let's give you a chance to check out your baskets right now and catch up should you need to, and we'll come back in just a few moments' time.
Here at Crafters TV, it couldn't be easier to get social with us. Whether you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, on your TV or tablet, you can get so close to the action, it's like you're in the studio with us. You can ask questions about products or crafty techniques. Get hints and tips from our expert demonstrators. Plus, share pictures of your crafty makes with our amazing community. Crafters TV, getting you closer to the crafty action.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £1, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Here at Crafters TV, it couldn't be easier to get your hands on the latest crafty must-haves. Leave the hard work to us while you shop from the comfort of your own living room. Head to the Crafters Companion website to see our full crafty range, or hit the Shop the Day button to see all the new and exciting products featuring on Crafters TV. Once you've filled your cart, leave it to us to get your crafty goodies to you in super quick time, so you can get on with being creative. Crafters Companion, making crafty shopping a breeze. Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. So, join our family of craft experts with live tutorials and demonstrations every day. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products here on Crafters TV. Get creative and craft along with our amazing deals. Your next craft project is only a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week or watch on catch up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook or our YouTube channel. You can chat to us, craft along and meet new friends in our online crafting community.
You entertain us, you give us a community to talk, in the chat. That wouldn't happen without you guys. It's like Crafters Companion is magical. There's magic here.
You're all out of time with each other! You're not through to boot camp. Get off!
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. So, stop what you're doing and enjoy the fun here on Crafters TV.
Welcome back, everybody, to our Craft Along, the award-winning show. Welcome to Roseanne Baker, who says, I love this Craft Along. What a fun idea. And Diane Hatch says, morning from New Hampshire. It's all looking good in the comments, Debbie. I can't see any questions. I can't see any repeats. So I think we're good to move on.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? Because it's a nice, simple one. It's going at your pace. It's nice because I think we're explaining it quite well and it's going really well. Now, the next thing we're going to do, just before we move on to the actual card itself, is we're just going to attach our foam on a roll.
1, 2, 3, 4. Foam on a roll, foam on a roll, foam on a roll, foam on a roll, foam on a roll.
Hey!
Yeah.
Woo! I love it, love it. I hope you're all singing out there. Right, so.
Join it at home.
Join it at home, it's amazing. Now the first thing we're going to do, Ben, is because we want to have an even lift all the way round, we're going to put our foam all the way round the edge of our card. So, and actually that's probably all that you need to do on yours, because, do you know what I think people should do? I think they should send us their videos in of singing.
What, foam on a roll?
Foam on a roll, yes.
Do you know what, I thought a while back about that, because back in the day they used to have like foam parties.
Yeah.
I think we could have like foam on a roll parties, where we just get a lot of people together, we sing foam on a roll, have a great time. Yeah.
That would be amazing.
Send in your pictures, your videos to me and Debbie. We'd love to see them.
Absolutely, we'd love it. So Ben, you might not have to do too much with yours because you're using quite a lot of your area.
Right.
What I would say is maybe in your corners, put some of the foam there that will stop it going into those corners, and that way you just don't waste any. Because what I don't want to do, I don't want any of my sequins to fall into these gaps, because I want them to be seen when you're not shaking the card. So, and actually I'm looking at that thinking I could get away with another one just there, coming round. There we go, yeah. So, and all that's going to do is it just stops it. So when you turn it over, my sequins will lay on that gap and they won't fall completely down. So it's just a case of blocking that area. You don't really need to do it at the top because they all go to the bottom, but just because I just want to make sure that when it's laid onto the card.
So do you mean like across so the bits where there's no aperture?
Yes.
Is that what you mean? So I might just put some triangles across mine then?
Yeah,
across
that's
the corners.
it. Yeah, just put a couple of pieces across there, and all that does is it stops them going. The only reason I'm doing this top part, because I'm not worried about them being shook up into that, but when it's laid down, this lays flat onto here. But it means that when my sequins go in, they're going to be seen everywhere on there.
Right.
So that's all you need to do. Just make sure that you put your foam all the way round. If you want, depending on the width of your foam, or the depth, should I say, not the width, you could double it up if you wanted to. So if you wanted a thicker sequin, so you wanted to fill it more, just double up on your foam tape, and then you can make that even bigger. Right, now for now, that bit is finished. So that's our first bit. So if you wanted to make that into a card, if you wanted to do it to any other project, you might even want to put a photograph behind there in your scrapbooking. So there's lots of different things you can do with that, but that's quite a nice idea, just to be able to paper piece those pieces back in and get just that shape showing through, which
Boom.
looks beautiful. There you go, perfect. Right, we're going to pop that to one side then, Ben.
Okay.
Next thing what we're going to do is we're going to take a piece of, where's my white cardstock? Can't find it. There it is. No, it's not. I thought I had some extra. Let me move this out the way.
What are you looking
Can't
for?
see. I'm looking for sort of just our general white cardstock. Our multi-purpose, that's the one. I couldn't think what it is. I'm going to have to grab some from our box because I don't seem to have any. So I'm going to just grab a piece of multi-purpose white cardstock. And then what we're going to do now is cut this piece to 8 by 8 inches. There it is. Don't lose your square either, this square, because that's the piece that's going to come together with this.
I popped that to one side.
Lovely.
So the A4 multi-purpose cardstock, 8 by 8, you said?
Yes, 8 by 8.
Lots of people singing Foam on a Roll on the socials. Shadiah, Beth,
Shadia.
Pammy, Mary Reno, and Rhonda. Gilmore says she wants the Muppet version. Might do that a little bit later on for you.
Oh, I haven't heard that. Have you done a Muppet version?
Foam on a Roll. Oh
yes.
Foam on a Roll.
Foam on a Roll.
Foam on a Roll. 8 by 8, did you say? 8 by 8.
I need to work on that ending, don't I?
No, it goes foam on a roll. That's it.
Right, so 8 by 8, so 8 inches by 8 inches, okay? And that's going to be our base for our card.
Yeah.
And then we're going to take our pattern papers. So you've chosen... Benjamin, you've got to choose your paper.
Am I having one from each of the collections?
No, you could just choose whichever ones you want. They were the two that I thought would be quite nice to use. So 2 different coordinating ones that would match together.
Oh dear.
Because we've kept our flowers black and white, you can use whatever colour's going to go with them.
Yeah.
And we're going to trim our pattern piece of card to 7 3/4 of an inch square, because this one is going to mat and layer onto our 8-inch square.
That one.
Right, so 7 3/4.
And oh, I quite like that. With the, I'm going to go for like a honeycomb one, and the reverse of that, which is like a gingham.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
Those look quite nice together.
Absolutely.
So pop those down there. 7 3/4 by 7 3/4.
Yeah. So, and that is going to fit perfectly over our piece of white card. So that's our mat and layer there.
Oh dear, this is going to be wonky. It's hard to see that 3/4 without my glasses. I think.
Your eyes must be worse than mine.
Oh, they're terrible.
I'm okay as long as I can. I have that focal point, then I'm okay.
7 3/4.
Right, so let's pop that to the side. And our offcuts. Keep your offcuts because we're going to use these to decorate our box sides. So pop them to one side. Just waiting on Ben there. We're going to affix this to our piece of card.
So I've cut one bit of pattern paper for now, yeah?
Yep, that's
7
it, just the one
3/4,
piece.
and that's going onto the card.
And it's going onto the white piece of card. Yep.
Gotcha.
So
I'm right with you.
This is all our shaker element that we're doing still at the moment.
Panic ye not. I'm right there. I'm right behind you.
You are. I think you took more time choosing your papers than making your project, Ben.
Well, you've got to make sure you get the papers right, Debbie, haven't you,
very
eh?
true. It's very
Get the
true.
colour scheme,
And I've
you
had
know.
time to think about mine.
Yeah. Well, I had time, to be fair, but I just didn't bother doing it.
Right, we're going to bring in these pieces. I'm just waiting for Ben to stick his down.
Okay.
So he's ready to stick his into place. Then what we're going to do, we're going to use this piece, but just so make sure that we've got that all straight in the centre. Yep, cool. So we're going to stick then our frame onto the edge, but I'm going to bring that up again because I want that to be in line with standing out from our card.
Right.
So we're going to use our foam again.
Foam on a roll.
Foam on a roll. Foam on a roll. Foam on a roll.
Even I'm getting bored of it now.
Foam on a roll. Foam on a roll. Foam on a roll. Ah. Do 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 do.
Foam on a roll. Foam on a roll. Where's my foam on a roll?
Foam on a roll.
Oh, I've got it there.
Get that. I need to practice that
Foam
one.
on a roll.
Foam on a roll.
Could you use foam pads?
You could use foam pads, yes.
Because you don't need it all the way around.
What made me laugh though is you looked at me for confirmation as if are we gonna do it again?
Yeah, just going for it. Just going for it.
I love the song. I literally sing it in my car, I sing it at home. I think it's a brilliant tune.
Aww. Well, me too.
There's not many people that don't like it anymore.
Not so sure
No,
about that.
there isn't. Not compared to how many like it.
That's it. There's always going to be your lovers and your haters, isn't there?
Absolutely.
By the way, this bit is just to make it stand up, so it doesn't matter if the foam doesn't meet, does it?
Yes, I'm just trying to. So
it's just more for the lifting it off the card stuff.
yeah,
isn't
but
it?
what I've just realised is I've put the foam. I've done it wrong, Ben.
No, have you?
How have I
That
done it
means I'd
wrong?
have done it wrong.
Right, apologies, because all it means is we're going to have to use another piece of acetate, which is not a problem, and I'm sure, and hopefully you've all got a piece of acetate, and I'll explain what I've done. We should have stuck this piece onto the black piece first. And then put our foam on. What I've done is I've put my foam on, so then when we stick this onto here, it creates a base, and the sequins will fall out. Yeah. So because I've done this, we're going to stick this onto the front. So there's always a way around things. I've got even instructions in front of me and still didn't read them. So we're just going to place that.
So the bit we've just foamed up.
Yeah, we're going to place that on top. And then what we're going to do, we're going to use this as our filler, but because I didn't, I'll get you another piece of acetate as well. Because I forgot to put that on first, it means that we have to use another piece of acetate just so we encapsulate all our sequins. So let me just grab my guillotine. And I'm going to trim this down to 5.5. In fact, I'll do yours as well, Ben. So if we go to 5.5.
Okay.
Just double checking I've done that right measurements. No, 6 inches. Let me just double check that. Is going to go onto there. So I'm going to go 6.25 inches. There we go, 6.25 inches. I've got a feeling I probably did it 6.5 to start with, but 6.25 inches. And then we're going to do the same for you, Ben.
So that I'm popping now down onto there, like that. So I've got that.
Perfect. That looks really good.
Thank you. Oh, and I see what you mean. Then we're going to put our shaker bits in there. The other bit of acetate will go on the back here, and then that will just go onto there.
There we go.
I gotcha.
Yes.
Thank you.
So there's always ways around it. Unfortunately, it just means you use another piece of acetate, so apologies for that. But it means not all is lost, which is good. So let's move those pieces out the way. Now I'm going to take my backing off first.
Right.
I always do this before I put in my sequins because if you go to do it afterwards and you've already put your sequins in, it's really easy to knock it.
Right.
And then your sequins can sort of come out or go all over the place, or they might even go onto your foam. By doing it this way and just being really careful, you can put your sequins in, and then you're ready to put your cover on straight away.
Okay.
So, that one doesn't want to lift there. Let's lift that bit out. Is George singing Foam on a Roll? I know, it's great though. It's a great little tune.
Oh, he likes the Muppet version.
Yeah, I need to learn the end of that one.
On a roll. Do I need...
on a roll.
Do I need to take off the foam off the bits which is there for the blocker?
Well, I would.
Oh, you would?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then all we're going to do is I'm going to sprinkle in my sequins.
How many do you put in there? That's the
Quite
question.
a lot.
Okay.
Because these are see-through ones, I'm putting quite a lot in.
You're going big?
Yeah, I'm going big. Go big or go home, as Johnny just said, yeah.
Oh, look at mine. Look at me sequins here. I've got the, oh yeah, it's
You've
like
got
the
actual
Aurora
pack. Don't use all
Borealis.
the pack. Remember, you need them, so I'm just flattening them down.
Right.
Just to make sure, because I really want to get that fullness. Yeah, I've got
oh, you've got
absolutely
loads.
full one. And then we're going to just go over the top.
Is that enough,
there.
do you reckon, in there, or a bit
Pop
more,
that
Debbie?
down. I can't see yours.
Hang
Let's
on.
have a look at yours. Yeah, and just flatten them down. Yeah, you've got a lovely full one there.
Okay.
Ooh.
Then what am I doing? Oh, okay.
And then you put your acetate over the top.
Oh, I gotcha.
Yep, so that's all caught now in there. Look at that. Beautiful.
Okay.
Absolutely beautiful. Really lovely one. You'll find our sequins on the website as well. So there we go, making sure we've got all of those into there. And that's all our shaker piece done.
I'll turn it the other way around though, Ben.
Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Doesn't it? Look at that. Very nice. You could keep this as a gift for Laura.
Can you imagine later on?
Yeah, she'd love it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hello, darling. Happy International Beer Day.
That's really funny. And then that way we can now stick this on. Now I'm going to go in with, because I'm sticking acetate to glitter card, I'm going to use my red liner tape. You're putting yours to just general black cardstock, Ben, so you should be fine with your tape pen.
Tape pen, yeah.
So, but I am just going to use these to go around the edges to stick mine on. Just like so. And then one more. I think I'm a little bit addicted to making shaker cards and boxes. I tend to do them with most things now.
Fun though, aren't they?
We had the nesting dies, Christmas nesting dies yesterday, and I made a shaker card out of those as well. Just anything that I can make a shaker card out of, I want to.
I tell you what, I'm well chuffed with that. That's my first shaker card.
And it looks amazing. Look at that.
I'm well chuffed with that. I just...
And it's beautiful.
Yeah.
And actually, those sort of peachy colours you've used look really lovely.
I think it's worked out pretty well, hasn't it?
I think
Bit of a fluke,
so.
but
It's
that's great.
amazing.
Fabbo.
Very good. Hey, well done, Ben. Have you made a box before?
Now here's the thing. I have made a box before, and last time I've only made a box once on a craft along, and I did it, but it was a little bit. So I give myself the hashtag the clunky crafter, because whenever I craft, it's always a little bit clunky. And the box that I did with, I think it was with Corinne, it worked, but it was a little bit tight.
Right.
So I need to concentrate on the next bit.
Oh, okay.
But we'll be fine. Under your tuition, I'm sure it'll be
talk you
fine.
through how to do the perfect box. A foolproof box.
A foolproof.
Foolproof, yes.
Ben-proof. Yours is looking awesome as well. Look at that.
I know, it looks amazing, doesn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah, really amazing. So just a really lovely way to use these dies. And I love the way that we've created this frame by using those different mats and layers to it, and paper piecing this outside really makes them absolutely pop. So we'll let you all get catching up with sticking these all onto each other.
Shake, shake, shake your sequin. Shake your sequin card. Ooh, shake, shake, shake your sequin. Shake your sequin card.
That's Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Shake,
it's lovely.
shake your sequin. Shake your sequin card. Debbie's having a shake, shake, shake your sequin. Shake your sequin card. Hey!
I love that film.
It's good.
Beetlejuice.
It's good.
Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice. Betty says, Debbie, it's okay. You're not perfect. I'm not either. Inspirational problem solving. That's what it's all about. And
Absolutely.
and here's the thing. We show you when things go wrong, which a lot of other channels won't do.
Me, me especially.
Yeah. But what's the point in hiding if you make a mistake? Because everyone's going to make a mistake.
Yeah.
Nobody's perfect. What I really like about the mistakes is how they correct them, says Leonie. If it were me, I would have started again. Solved it. Love all the sparkles, says Gilmore. How sparkly. Love them, says Mary Reno. Suzanne Dawn says, ooh, lovely. Purdy, says Pammy. Ooh, lovely it is. Cards you're making. Gilmore says the pink of the paper matches Debbie's pink nails. And quick question from Alexia, who says, adhesive question. Oh, yeah, they do. Is there a difference between red line and permanent runner tape? So obviously you use red liner tape. I'm using the tape pen.
Yeah. Is there a difference between them? Yes, there is a big difference between them. The first being the red liner tape is a tape.
Yeah.
So being a tape, it makes it ultra strong because it's double sticky on both sides, and it creates a really strong bond. Our tape bends are strong because they're a glue. They're not actually a tape. So even though we call them a tape pen, they're not a tape. There's actually glue in them. And what you would need to make these extra strong is to massage them. So that's why we always say to burnish down really well, or to rub them together, especially if you're using them for boxes, because what you're doing is heating it up, and if you heat any glue up, it will actually make it more tacky. So that's the biggest difference. One's a tape, one's a glue, but you can't beat red liner tape. It is the strongest tape out there. So if you want something that's going to last for years and years and years and not ever come apart, then the red liner tape's for you. But right up there with them, I would say the tape pens are very strong. You just need to make sure that you either massage them down or really burnish them into the cardstock so the glue goes right into the fibres of the card.
I always feel energised when they do foam on a roll, says Mary Beth.
Yeah, me too. That's exactly how I feel. That's a really good way to look at it, feeling energised.
Katie says we should set up a Crafters TV choir and get everyone to go on a webcam and sing it together whilst crafting a crafting dance along. I like it. Shadai says I always sing foam on a roll when I'm using it. It comes so natural. And she says, Debbie, it's Prince Joe who boycotted our song and started this shenanigans. He's always on vacation. he's the hashtag slacker now, isn't he? Yeah. Leonie says, I still love that little clip with Debbie making Craig cry singing the song. And Regina says, Ben, your box or card is looking beautiful. Is it going to be in the vote for today? Well, we've only done a little bit. Maybe, if it's any good, maybe, but probably not. I'll probably take it home and give it to Daisy or Laura. So yeah. Right. Shall we look at the ink pad trays? Yes, that's a good shout. These are a great deal again today. So these, we rolled over from not yesterday's cartload, but last week's cartload, in the fact that you are buying one set of our trays. So you get 6 of the trays. There's 3 slots, if you like, within each, so you can hold 18 of the ink pads within each of the trays, but we're giving you a second lot, so thus you're going to hold 36 of our ink pads just for a penny. That's the second set. These, of course, will hold our ink pads absolutely perfectly. They've also got like a little line at the back here as well, and that's for ink pads from other makes, Debbie, isn't it, to make sure that they slot in quite nicely, so it's not just going to hold ours.
Absolutely, and actually anyone's, they are universal in those, so even though, like, so your Tim Holtz ones, your Ranger ones, your square ink pads, but also any makes that are out there, your Cosmic Shimmer ink pads, they'll all fit into there, which are amazing.
Yeah, and as you can see, it's nice and easy to do, upside down, back to front, but a great deal today if you need storage for those ink pads. £13.60, £19.97 is the deal if you are a Platinum member. And also, I've got too much going on. Also, the Tri-Blend brush pens today. Unbelievable deal on these. Again, this was a deal that we had yesterday on Cartload that we said we weren't going to bring back because it was so uber amazing. Johnny, being the amazing producer that he is, has brought these back for you. It's the 24-piece collection of our Tri-Blend brush marker pens. Of course, they're going to give you the light, medium and dark of all of the different colours I'm about to show you, but you've got that gorgeous Japanese brush nib in here, giving you ultimate fluidity, giving you real expression in your colouring, and these are absolutely perfect. If you're doing things like your hair, if you're doing things like your skin tones, things like your foliage, these are absolutely perfect for that. The brush nibs you're going to love so much. If you don't believe us how good they are, by the way, check out all the comments that have been coming through on the socials over the course of the day on these. These are all the colours that you will get. It's 24 pens, but actually 72 colours really, because you can see if you look at your dark red blend here, you get the light, the medium and the dark, and this little triangle here just shows you what it's like when you blend them all together, so you can seamlessly go through all of the hues with the one pen. You've got all of the colours here, so the reds and the greens and those beautiful blues in there too, and then also in this collection you've got your purple blends, you've got your pinks, you've got some of your skin tones in there as well. Like we said earlier on, if you saw Wake Up Call, there's beautiful natural beauty stamps, perfect to add those into your basket with these two. The deal is phenomenal today, £37.60 or $56 platinum, when you should really be paying £80 or $120. Do not miss out. This deal probably not going to be here tomorrow, shouldn't have been here today, let's be honest about it, so snap it up whilst it is here. We're going to get back to the craft along. I think we are all up to speed. No other questions, I don't think, that have come in. No, we're all good. Alexia saying, awesome, adding red liner to the next order. That helps a lot. That was the question about the red liner, so that's brilliant. Glad we sorted that for you. And Shadiah says, go big or go home, Lord Ben. Loads of sequins. Yes, that's what I did. That's what I did.
I do love a full shaker card. Yeah. Don't skimp on your sequins. Just buy some more.
Yeah, get them in there. Get them in. Right, are we ready for the next bit?
Yes, definitely. So you've stuck yours down onto your piece of card, have you, Ben? Is that all stuck together?
That is all.
Yep, so we're all sorted. So pop that to one side, because now we're going to make the card base. Now we're going to bring in our A3 in size. If you do have a card blank that's 8x8, you could use that as well. But if you don't have one that's 8x8, all we're going to do is I'm going to come in and score my cardstock at 8 inches. So we're going to go down and score at 8 inches, okay? Just going to let Ben catch up on that one. Popping all their bits to the side. So you're going to put your shorter end butted up against the side, and you're just going to score in at 8 inches. Can you see the 8 inches? Are you all right, Ben?
Hang on.
Count across.
6, 7, 8. Yeah, that's 8. So I'm scoring down here, yeah?
11, 10, 9, 8. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so let's pop that board to the side, and then we're going to fold and burnish that one.
I'm just laughing. Can you see, Grandad?
Can you see, Grandad? Yeah. Right, now that's the easiest way I find to trim it, because actually what you want is you want your piece of card to be 16 inches across. So how I do it is just do it at that 8-inch mark, and then what we're going to do, we're going to trim that to 8 inches. So trim down, get to our 8 inches, and then we're just going to trim that down.
Hey, what have you done there? Sorry.
8 inches. So if you fold it, have you got a scoring tool, Ben?
Yeah.
So you can burnish it as well. So fold and burnish.
Yep.
And then you'll have an overhang piece.
Yeah, I have.
Yep. So what you're going to do is place that onto your guillotine.
Yeah.
The overhang bit would be here.
Yeah.
And then all you're going to do is take that to 8 inches.
Oh,
and
right.
trim that off.
Oh, just trimming off the overhang bit?
Yeah, so you'll make it into an 8-inch card.
Right.
Okay, and then you're going to turn it round. I always turn mine round and have my folded piece butted up the top to my guillotine, and we're going to take that to 8 inches, hold that firmly down and trim through there. So what you're having is an 8x8 card blank. Okay?
Oh, I see. It's a little bit wonky, but it would do.
Have you got wonk? You're on the wonk.
On the wonk a little bit. So I've gone 8, and then I'm putting it on the side and going 8 inches that way. Yes, I got you. So an 8x8 card blank.
Yeah. So you end up with your 8x8 card blank.
Perfect. A little bit wonky, but it will do.
Yeah,
Good.
that's absolutely fine.
Yep.
And then we're going to take it back to our scoreboard, and we're going to score the first piece to 4 inches. Now, I like to do it a couple of times. What that does is stretch the fibres of your cardstock.
Oh, it's a bit wonky, that.
Put that to the side. And then we're going to fold that back.
I'll proper cut that on the wonk, I tell you what. I'm going to leave it. Sorry, so first bit, 4 inches, yeah? I'll go that side. Scoring at 4.
Oh, I folded that the wrong way. We want to fold that going in, sorry, because we're doing an easel card. Just like so.
Ah, okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
So just creating that front easel. And then the next thing what we're going to do, well, we're not going to do this yet, but this is the piece which will sit onto there. So you're not going to have to worry too much if it's a little bit wonky, because the box is actually going to take your card, and all you need to know is that that's going to sit onto there.
Got
it. Right, and the next thing we want to do is I'm going to bring in a coordinating colour. So I'm using the green to pick out the sort of little green leaves that are in my card. So if you want to choose another piece of card that matches your top piece.
Oh yeah, I might go the green with the yellow then, yeah, hang on.
What was that, sorry?
Sorry, no, don't worry, I'm talking to myself.
You were mumbling.
Oh, a bit of blue with the yellow might be nice. Oh, I'm going to go blue, I think.
Oh, why not? Why not?
Okay.
Right, so we've cut our main card 8 by 8. So we then want to use our next piece of card. We're going to, oh, before I do that, sorry, we want a black piece of card first.
Right.
And we're going to cut this piece because we want to create an edge that matches in, so it all starts to tie in with our black edge here.
Okay.
And we're going to trim this piece to 7 3/4 of an inch.
7 3/4.
Yep, so 7 3/4 and 7 3/4, so 7 3/4 inch square. So that's going to be our main piece that's going to go onto the bottom of our card here, just like so, okay?
Yep.
Now we're going to keep this piece that we've cut off. Don't do nothing with that because we're going to do some more die cutting in a minute.
Okay.
But then we want to bring in our patterned one again, and we're going to cut this one this time to 7 1/2. So 7 1/2. Turn that round, and 7 1/2. And then that piece will mat and layer onto the top of that piece.
Boom.
Like so, see?
Yep.
So then
Gotcha.
that starts to really tie in that black. But
Yep.
we want to do a little bit more. So we're going to bring in this piece of card,
Right.
and we're going to bring our die back in.
Oh.
So I'm just going to make sure that I've got no little pieces. So I've got a couple of pieces in there just to take out. And just decide which pieces you want to do. So I want to have this flower. So what I want to make sure is that I place this so it's right on the bottom here. So I know popping it like so will cut out those 2 pieces, and I'm doing it separately because it's easier to do it separately. And all I'm going to do is take that die right to the base, and we're just going to tape that down.
Okay.
Ah, you might, now because you've used a different die, Ben,
Yeah.
I'm wondering how snippable. So actually, I'm thinking you might want to use a different die on yours. Let's have a look. You could use the roses, you'd be able to snip those out better.
Okay.
Because it won't matter you're using a different flower.
Coming
it's just
over.
because you've got one big flower where there's 3 flowers on there, so you could use maybe this one first and then that one.
Oh, what? So I'm using that bit twice then, am I?
Yes.
Oh.
So cut one bit. So what you're going to do is make sure you've covered that flower, so here, and then you're going to have it right to the edge of that card. Just tape that down. So I'm going to pull a bit of tape off there for me. There you go. And just die cut that. So run that through once and then bring it back out so you get a double cut through your midi.
Okay.
And then we're going to do the same with this one. So we're just going to hold that into our Gemini. It's just another really nice way of adding some detail without cutting the whole die.
Yeah.
So it sort of matches in. But you can mix and match them, and I think that's going to look really nice on yours, being able to use the die with a different flower at the bottom. So you've got the roses and the dahlia. So let's cut that one out.
I think.
And then you've just got to look at it to find that sort of natural snippability. It doesn't have to be perfect, but what you do want to keep is the squared edge.
Right.
So let's take this off of here. Oh, my tape is really sticky. There we go. Take that off. Pull that quite quickly.
Oh, it is sticky, isn't it? Get off there.
So let's just use our scissors, and all I'm going to do is just sort of round that off there. And then we're going to trim just our little pieces. It's easier not to have a, just going to trim that bit round.
Oh, so I think I see what you're doing here. So so you're just trimming so we're taking it completely off and then just trimming the, I think I see what you're doing.
Yeah, so we're just using part of that die.
Yeah.
So we're just having it where the flower actually is. So I think the flower will finish there, so we can take that away. If you need a hand with it, Ben, just ask, not a problem. And then we'll just trim up there, a little tiny bit off the top there. So that just gives me a slight piece there. And then when I come to popping this onto here, I can put that, and I actually don't need that bottom piece, so let's take that off. This will just edge it, so you've just got that little flower coming up the side there. Just gives a little difference of a detail there. And in fact, I think I could probably do without this bit as well. And what I like about it is you can do it different each time. You don't have to keep it the same. So we can just place that to there, can pop that wherever I want it to go. Yeah, I really like that. It just adds that extra little bit of detail. And then I'm going to do the same with the opposite die. So let me just get those pieces out.
So that's pretty good.
Are you happy with that? Let's
I
have a look.
think so.
Hey, look at that.
Like that. Pretty good, that, isn't it?
Yeah, you've actually really just cut that completely out. It looks lovely.
Super dupes.
Love that.
So we do that again on the other bit?
You could do it the opposite side. You could do the same one if you wanted to. So yeah, I'm just going to take that piece again. And then this time, I can't remember which one we cut out there. Let me just, I think it was that one. I'm going to go to the, actually, I'm thinking.
Are you using the same bit of cardstock again?
I think I'm going to go in. Yes, using the same piece of card, yeah. I think I'm actually just going to go in with that same one. Or do we do the bigger one? Decisions, yeah. Let's just go in with the same piece.
Lost me tape. How about your tape?
Have you lost your tape?
Your low tack tape. Oh, thank you. Oh dear. We have a laugh, don't we?
Right, so let's just pop that across on there again.
And I'll whack that through and see how it comes out.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's no wrongs or rights.
No.
So it's just a case of just having a little bit of fun, snipping into your dies just to create different effects. You can put as many or as little as you want on them. You can keep your edges on them if you want to. But yeah, the choice is absolutely yours. It's just another fun way of sort of bringing that image down from your top of your card to the bottom.
I tell you what, Jake is going to shout at me at the end of the show.
Who will be?
Jake, the mess down here.
Oh, I'm the same, and it's not like me at all. But I'm very good. I do use the broom and clean up after.
Yeah,
you.
I
I'll
do.
come and clean up after you.
I do. No, I'll clean. It's fine. Make a mess, you clean it up. That's what I say in my household.
Yeah, me too. I'm exactly the same.
You made it. You clean it up.
I've lost a bit of card there. I sort of hit it too much, and it literally went somewhere.
Oh.
Oh no, where did that go?
What have you lost? A bit?
The actual die cut.
Oh. Oh no.
Where did it go? In the bin, did it?
Do you want to have one of mine? Because I've got two in there.
Oh yeah, I'll pinch one of yours. We'll have a different one.
Yeah.
That's weird. The fan might have blown it away. Have you got one?
Well, no, because there's two in there, isn't there, realistically? Could you cut two out of that?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm just thinking, thinking on my feet.
Why not? Would you like a bigger one?
I think I don't mind. You choose whichever one you want, I'll have the other one. I'm not fussy.
Would you like me to cut it out for you?
No, I can do it. It is quite hard with my eyes, but I don't mind. Thank you. Okay.
Well, I could do it for you. Have this one and I'll do
No. It's fine. I'll do it.
That's lovely, that rose one. I'm liking that.
Yeah, it's gorgeous, isn't it?
Really pretty. It's got a real snippability about it, that one. Right, so let's have these. I like shaking it up a bit. Let's use this one then, I think, on that side, and we'll use this rose in this corner. I think I'm going to take that bit off a little bit. We're going to cut that a bit smaller. So let's just use the scissors. And it's up to you. You use your own tools as a guideline of where you want it. Does that now? We're going to go a little bit more. I'm going to take that piece off as well. There we go, that's better. Just to get it in line with the same size flower that we've got there.
Nice.
But yeah, really lovely.
Yeah.
Right, so let's stick our piece of card to our base. So I'm just using, again, a tape pen. And I'm really, your glue choice is down to you. Use whatever you like to use. So we're going to mat and layer that. Just like so, and then place that into our card. Onto that bottom piece. Like so. Ooh. And then we're just going to then use, let me grab.
So you just, what have you done there? You just glued the pieces together?
Yeah, just glued the pieces together. Pop them down, then just going to use our dotty tape pen to go down that side. So just putting all the dots
Papers
over our little die cuts, like so, and then we can pop these into position. So wherever you want them on there, let's just place them just like so.
My second rose is quite as good, but never mind.
Your second rose is?
Not quite as good, but because I snipped actually. I do that there. Oh, that'll look all right. Don't worry, chatting to myself, as all we crafters do, chatting away in my own little world.
I love that idea that you can snip them, and look, 2 different ones I've put on mine look really cool. I like that. Right, so once we've done that, we can then attach our card to here. Now, when you're putting your easel card together, you want it to be able to fold up and lay straight. So you only want to place your adhesive here. I'm going to use my red liner tape again, just because it's got that strength to it, and it's going to hold my card beautifully. Mm-hmm. So let's just pop that across and across the bottom. I think this lends us in really good timing to get our box done now.
Oh, red. I can use my tape again, can't I?
Yeah, you can use your tape pens, yeah. And this gives you a little time to catch up as well, Ben, by me popping this on.
Yeah. So, just whilst I'm taping, lots of pretty paper, of course, says Janine. I've never met a paper I didn't like. Thanks for the earworm, Ben. I'm now stuck in Jump in the Line. At least I like Harry Belafonte. Mum often used to listen to him. Deborah says, I've been on the phone with my daughter and she heard the foam on a roll, foam on a roll. And Deborah says, saving the show to make later. Lovely project, Debbie. Where are those papers from again, says Susie T. So I'm using the Autumn Blessings and the Beautiful. Which ones have you got, Debbie?
I'm using Nature's Gardens, Garden Gnomes.
Right.
Yeah, it was the Garden Gnomes one, not the Christmas one.
Okay.
And then we're just going to place that right onto the front of our card. There we go. And I'm going to turn that over and use my tool just to burnish that down so I know that that is really well stuck. There we go. And then that creates our easel card. So we've still got to do our little stopper, but I want to get onto the box bit. So
yes.
Turn that round There we go. There's our actual easel card, but it's beautiful, isn't it?
Absolutely.
How's yours looking, Ben?
Looking pretty good. Not quite sure of the colours, but I don't want to turn it around. Or are you going up above?
Oh, look at that.
Not too
and
bad.
remember, we've still got to do a little stopper, which you're going to bring that other colour into it. So you can always bring that colour down into it a little bit more. That
I
looks
like it.
beautiful.
I'm
Ben.
happy.
Yeah,
I'm well chuffed.
absolutely. It's amazing. Right, shall we get started on our box?
I think we better.
Away? So we're going to have to take 2 pieces of cardstock. So your Centura Pearl, your A3 in size, and we're going to make our box. Now, our box base is going to be 11¼ inch square. So let's grab our guillotine. And we're going to place that in there and trim that down.
We say, pardon me.
11. Let me just double check
Okay.
my measurements before. So I'm been ticking off as I go along.
Yeah, always good.
Right, so cut.
So many different steps within this craft along. Beautiful, Debbie, says our Susie. Wow, Ben, looks amazing. Don't forget, if you are crafting along with us, send us all your pictures at the end of the show. If we don't get time to show them, then we will, of course, show them during masterclass a little bit later on. Stamping masterclass coming your way this evening from 6.
Absolutely right. We're going to cut our first piece to 10¼ inch.
10¼
Yeah, 10¼
Okay.
by 10¼ So nice and easy. So pop that one to the side and then bring in your other one. And this one we're going to cut at 11¼
11¼
Yeah, so one piece is 10¼ one piece is 11¼
Okay.
Just need to check that because I've got this horrible feeling. Oh no, it's all right. I thought I'd done it at 9¼ and not looked properly.
Oh.
So one piece will be 10¼ by 10¼ and then one piece will be 11¼ by 11¼ Just like so. Right, so let's pop all those bits to the side. We're going to bring in, first of all, so we're going to bring back in our scoreboard. Now, on our scoreboard, we have a box base and a box lid.
Yes.
Now, the box lid side is on the left. So what we're going to do is we're going to come in on our box lid side and we're going to come in, let me find my scoring tool, at 1 inch on all sides.
Which one are we using?
So the smallest piece.
The smallest one?
So, yeah, the 10¼ inch one.
On the box lid?
On the box is the box lid side, which is the left-hand side.
Okay.
Okay, so you'll see you've got it here at 10¼ and
yes.
we're going to come in at 1 inch and we're going to score that all the way round.
1 inch.
And down this way. And on your third side.
Oh, 1 inch all the way around, yeah?
Yep, 1 inch
Okay.
all the way round. Just like so. Okay. And then we're going to pop that to one side. So I'm just going to wait for Ben to catch up on that. Just going to make sure, yep, so we've got our 10¼ inch square and then we're coming in at 1 inch on the box lid side, okay? So
Yep.
that's our box lid and we're going to just pop that to the side.
Okay.
And then we're going to bring in our 11¼ inch and we are then going to score this piece at 1½ inches, but this time we're going to go to the opposite side because we want this to be our box base. So we're going to go from the bottom this time and we're going to score up 1½ inches.
Now, that's confusing me. So that 3 of the big lines in, isn't it?
If you want to, Ben, you could turn your whole board round
Yeah.
and go the same way, and then you won't get confused. So
Got
you score, but 1½ inches this time.
Top tip right there.
Yeah, so if you do get confused by going top to bottom, just turn your board round. This is now your box base. and we're going to score at 1.5 inches. Now the reason, you're probably thinking, why is that a different size? Because we normally say keep your box space and your lid exactly the same size, but what I want to do is I want to create a bigger lip on my box to what there is my lid, so you can see to open it.
Okay.
Right, and now what we're going to do, we're going to fold over. Now this is a top tip as well, Ben. When you're folding, fold your biggest size. So this is my biggest side. I want to fold over on that line. So turn your page, so the inside, that's it, is facing there.
Yeah.
You want to fold onto that line. You see? That's it, so fold over and then press down. No, what have you done there? So like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're from the
folding into the white.
Fold it over.
Right. Okay. I'm all fingers and thumbs here.
That's it.
Like that.
Just like that. Yep.
Yeah.
Fold it over and then score it.
Okay.
I'll tell you the reason why I do it that way. If you folded by turning the little side up, it ends up being wobbly.
Yeah.
Because you're stretching the card. If you always fold over the biggest side, you get less wobble.
Yeah.
And then you're just going to fold it. So
have you
you're
done-
going to do that on all ways. So folding that inwards, folding it on top of each other.
Yeah.
That's it. Fold it forward. That's it. Right forward on the line.
Oh, that is
fold
easy,
it
yeah.
and then burnish.
Okay.
Okay. So
That's a good
stand
tip,
it up.
that.
Yep. You fold it forward on itself, and then use your scoring tool.
Okay.
And then that way you don't get sort of wobbly edges. It just works so much better.
Yeah. That's a great tip. I'd probably still be a bit wonky knowing me, but that's the easiest, that's the easiest I think I've folded a box, to be honest.
It's much easier, and it's just learning that technique to do it. Now the next thing we're going to do is get our scissors, and we're going to cut. So on the right hand side,
Yeah.
we're going to snip that line up to the next line.
Yeah.
And then what we're going to do is take a triangle out. It doesn't matter how big that triangle is. So snipping that triangle out.
Oh yeah, it's just to make it easier to stick, isn't it? Yeah.
Yep. And then we're going to trim this end off just like that.
Oh, okay.
Yep. This is my idiot-proof way of making a box.
You say
and
that.
I mean is idiot as in me.
So trim
I
a bit off the
mean
bottom you just
idiot-proof.
did, yeah?
Yep, so I do it again. So if you watch me first and then do it. So we're going to snip up to the centre.
Yeah.
We're going to take that triangle away.
Yeah.
And then we're going to snip that corner away.
Okay. All the way round.
Yep, and we're just going to rotate.
Okay.
So as you go round, you're doing it on the right-hand side every time. And then snip away. Rotate. Trim that corner.
Get out of there.
Take that little triangle away. And then snip into that corner.
Okay.
How are we looking? Can we look at Ben and see how he's doing?
You keep going if you want, and I can catch up because I know what I'm doing now. So if you want to move on to the next bit, I'm just a bit more clunky. Don't look at me. I feel under pressure.
No, that's fine because it's so I can see how you're doing, and actually you're doing brilliantly.
I always find like I'm a bit worried about snipping too much into the corner. I end up just like picking off that last
No,
bit.
don't worry about that. It's just a case of having those triangles and cutting that corner off.
Yeah, I'm good.
And I'll tell you the reason being in a second. That is how I do it. Then we're going to take our tape pen, and on all those tabs, so you've still got our tab laid front ways.
Yeah.
We're then just going to apply that tape on all that tab.
Yeah.
So I like to sort of go all around the edges. So you're filling it completely, and then the centre. So that whole piece there is got tape all over it.
Yeah.
And that way you won't get any air then into your edges, and it will stick thoroughly.
Okay.
And honestly, you will make the perfect box.
Don't say
every
that.
Single time.
Okay.
So when you come to putting it together,
Yeah.
the reason I take that little triangle out and cut off the bottom is it gives you wiggle room.
Okay.
Now all you need to do, Ben, is to make sure this top bit here goes in line with this top bit. So even if it doesn't feel like it, just push it down a little bit.
Okay.
And then give it a rub. Your side will meet perfectly here, your top will meet perfectly, and then you've got your first side stuck. And you're just going to rotate that and do the same. So pushing this piece down onto that top piece.
Best box base lid I've ever made.
Yep.
That's worked perfect.
Oh, you've done it already.
Done it. Last time I did one, it was really like sort of wonky and wobbly.
Yep,
But I think
you've nailed
the
it.
snipping off that extra bit.
It's knowing those little techniques. Leanne taught me a long time ago how to make a box because I just could not get my sides straight.
It's flush as well now.
Flush.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It gives you wiggle room, it gives you the perfect room, but look how straight your sides are as well.
Yeah.
Because it's folding it over onto that bigger piece. Look at you. And it works. These things work. And it's what's great about having the craft along as well. So we're going to do the same on our bigger piece. This time, though, we're not going to stick it together just yet. So we're going to, again, fold the biggest part over the top. So we're going to go all the way round. So holding your card up, folding into that line, and then scoring across. Because when you're making bigger boxes like this, bearing in mind we've got an 8x8 box that we've made, because it's going to hold some really nice gifts.
Yeah.
You want those sides to be really nice and flush. So you're going to fold those all in, and then what we're going to do is the same as what we did before. So taking our scissors, we're going to just trim into that corner, take out that little triangle and snip the end off. Rotate it. And the other thing some people do as well is they do the opposite corners. So they do, like, they would do this corner and then they would do the opposite corner the same way. I like to just rotate it. I think it finishes it off nice, it makes it look nice and neat, and it just works really well every time.
I can't tell you how much that tip of how to fold it has helped.
Yeah, it really does work,
Yeah.
doesn't it? And that honestly is just years of trying different ways and trying new things to how to do it. But when you have a thin lid, when you fold the smaller piece over, I don't know why, but the nature of it just buckles.
Yeah.
So it's much easier and it just gives you really neater lines. And then again, all you're going to do is fill the actual tape onto that tab all the way around.
Perfect.
And you really will get a perfect box. And if you use those techniques in all your box making, honestly, all your boxes will be perfect. I've put tape on them, but I actually don't want to stick them, because what we do want to do, we want to just create some little side panels, and then we can stick our main card onto it. So I'm not worried that I've put tape on there. All I'm going to do is pop that to one side. Now I'm going to be bringing in, and you'll want to do the same, Ben, bring in that orange paper that you use.
Yeah.
You've got some leftovers, and we're going to just cut some little strips off the side.
Oh yeah.
So the strips that we're going to be making are going to be 8 1/8 of an inch. By 5/8 of an inch. So I'm going to make this a bit easier for you. Let's bring in the guillotine, your scoreboard. And we're going to go in. So yeah, I mean, you can use your master score, but if you've got the big score, then it gives you those bigger pieces. And then we want to do it so they're 8 1/8 of an inch. So I'm just going to pop that there. And we're going to come across and go to 1 1/8 of an inch. So that's my first score line. Yeah?
Why did you get that side?
Because that's the longest bit, so that bit is going to fit lengthwise.
Oh,
Yeah?
I think.
So I'm scoring it before cutting it, because it's easier to get the score lines. So 8 and then 1 increment.
Oh, right.
Yep,
eight
so
and
just-
then a little line.
Yep.
I see.
8 and then a little line.
Okay.
And then this one we want to do by 5/8 of an inch. So you're just going to count across 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is one after
the big one.
the 1 1/2.
Yeah.
So we're going to do that. and then we're going to cut that one out. So let's pop that to the side, get our guillotine, and we're going to trim this square piece off at the side. So that's our 8 1/8 of an inch. And then what I'm going to do is, now you could see where that measures onto here, but what I find easiest to do, once you've measured that first one, so we're just going to pop that there, make sure we've got that folded down, trim that down, and then use this as your guideline for your next ones, because this is what's going to go on your box lid. So if I just bring my box lid in, this is what will go across this section here, okay, which will decorate your actual box base. Actually, that looks, I'm going to do it a little bit bigger. Oh no, let's stick to it. I think I haven't counted that right, but we're just going to go with it, because as long as we've got decoration for that. So I'm using this as a guideline, Ben, because if you put that to the end, can you see? I'm just cutting off strips that are the same size. So we need 4 of those. So just popping that to there and trimming that down. Does that not make sense?
So I've ended up with a piece like that?
Yes.
Yeah?
And you had that piece down, which you've done, so you could do it 3/4 of an inch.
That?
So yes, so you want 4 3/4 of an inches.
Right, that, I see.
Yeah, does that make more sense?
3/4 of an inch, so it's right on the last bit,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, mine are slightly smaller. I should have done them a little bit bigger, but I'm not going to worry about that. But your 3/4 of an inch will fit much better. And they're just going to be your strips that are going to go along your side of your box.
Sort of.
It will be fine.
Yeah.
So we're just going to use these to decorate the sides of our box. Right across that middle strip. Turn that round.
Oh, I see. Sorry, yeah, I'm getting you now. Don't
Yeah.
worry. Oh, I've cut them a bit wonky, mind you, but never mind.
Yeah, don't worry.
It's all
they're
part of the
a little
charm.
bit wonky. It is all part of the charm, absolutely. But yeah, all they are is to go along those side strips of your box.
dear.
And it's just easier when it's flat before you put it together to add them on. So pop that across. And then our last one.
I'll cut one over here, actually. Is that the same length?
Onto there.
Are we going to get it done in time?
All we've actually got left to do, believe it or not, Ben, is to attach it and to just do our little stopper. We might not get time to cut out our sentiment, but it means you can put whatever sentiment you want on there.
Yeah.
Because you've got plenty of cardstock left over. So we want to, let me just create the stopper. Let me do this. So we need a piece of card. I'll let you just cut your bit. Have you got your bits ready? You're putting them on?
Yeah, you go for it. I can always catch up at a later date because I want to make sure everyone else gets theirs done.
So all we need to do is, I've got a spare piece of card, so which we cut off earlier from when we was trimming our cards down, and we're going to cut this piece to 5 inches by 2 inches.
Okay.
So let's bring this in. I'm going to trim that to 5 inches.
5 inches.
And then 2 inches. And then we should have somewhere some black cardstock.
Yeah.
And we're going to trim that one down to 4 3/4 by 1 3/4. So 4 3/4 by 1 3/4. I mean, it's a good thing with the craft along, so that will mat and layer on the top, just like so. And then we're going to be bringing in our patterned cardstock, and this time we're going to trim this to 4.5 by 1.5.
By 1.5 by 1.5?
4.5 by 1.5.
4.5 by 1.5.
And then 1.5. Yeah, the great thing is about a craft along is even though we're sort of speeding along this section, you can just rewind it back as soon as the show finishes to recap on those pieces. So this is what's going to act as your stopper. So we're just going to, I don't think I did that by 1.5, so I'm just going to redo that one. That was that one. And let's do 1.5. Yeah, that definitely wasn't 1.5.
I tell you what, some of the bits that I've done for the side of my box definitely aren't the right measurement,
better.
but you know, it's fine.
Absolutely. So we're just going to stick these together.
Okay.
So just mat and layer those over the top. Like so. And this one as well.
Flying
so you
through
can put whatever sentiment you want on here. So whether it be an anniversary box, whether it be your birthday, however you want it, it's going to be beautiful. So we've got that ready. We're then just going to pop some foam pads onto the back of that. Okay.
By the way, loads of people in the comments just saying how much they love the tips on the folding of the box. That's the main thing that I'm seeing coming through.
Yeah.
Game changer for me. Absolutely love that idea.
Honestly, it is. I always remember when Leanne taught me how to do it because I said to her, I'll tell you exactly when it was. It's funny what the things you can remember. I was training to be a demonstrator for Crafter's Companion.
Oh yeah.
So I'm going back quite a few years now, and we went on an accredited course to learn really thoroughly about all our products, and we were learning about the scoreboard and how to make boxes. And I said to Leanne, she was training us, and I said, Leanne, I can't do it. I've done it like I don't know how many times, and my corners never meet up. They're like wonky. And she went, Debbie, you can do it. She said, you just need to know the right way to do it.
Exactly right, yeah.
And so I'm just going to bring this up. I want to make sure that our card stands, because if you do it too far back, it's just going to fall over. So I'm going to bring it to about here, just where those flowers are.
Okay.
So let's just pop that into place. So that's going to act as your stand, so you can see straight away. If I turn that round, so that's got our stand on there. So that's ready to put whatever sentiment you want down on there. And then all we need to do is stick this to our card, our box base. This is just going to fit directly into the centre. So let's again just pop our tape down.
Oh, so the base of the card just goes onto the...
Yep, the whole of the base just goes onto the base of that box.
Okay.
And it is much easier. Well, in fact, actually, Ben, I'll show you another way of doing it, because actually putting your box together is probably better to do it first, because this is quite a heavy card. So I would say put your box together, and then I will show you a way of how you can then burnish it down.
Okay.
So without losing your actual sides of your boxes.
Okay.
So popping that down there. I'm just going to put a piece just to go across the middle. There we go. So just taking that away to start with, and then so if you glue your, you're already on it, Ben. Well done, you're on it.
On it.
I'm impressed with your speed today. It just shows. I think you're getting really confident now with the craft alongs.
I am, and it's only thanks to you guys, because I'm able to... the box fits! I can't tell you how good I feel. It fits. It fits.
That's why you were going quick. You just wanted that box to fit, didn't you?
It fits. I see a bit more glue here, but it's perfect. That's the best.
I am super proud of you.
Yes, no, thank you. It's your tuition that got me there.
Let's stick this onto the top.
Yeah.
So just aim that just where it goes onto the top of that box, like so, and then turn it over, and that way you can really push that down on the inside to make sure that that's stuck.
Oh, I see what you've done.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So that's perfect there. I can then bring my box in. I'm going to pop my box lid on, which fits perfect as well. And then all I've done, Ben, is I've got myself a little bow, which I'm just going to pop onto the side there. My bow just coordinates in with my project. But there you go. There is our craft along box. And all I've done with this one, if I just bring this one in, you can see I've just used my flowers slightly differently, and I've just put that happy birthday die, which was from Sarah's Dancing Dragonflies, and we've just put that sentiment on there.
Do you know
there
what?
you go.
I'm not massively happy with the colours of it, if I'm being honest with you. If I'd have taken a bit more time, it's a bit weird colour-wise, but the construction of it and the fact that I've put that together, I'm happy with that.
Now, see, now you've actually tied the top in with the bottom. I think that's really lovely.
See, it's a bit more of a masculine florally
It is more
card.
masculine, yeah. I
Yeah.
love it. It's beautiful.
But just going
Well
through
done.
all of the steps
Well
with you,
done.
doing that and that, and that, I really enjoyed that.
You've done amazing, and I'm so proud of you doing that box, because honestly, anybody can make a box if you just do it right.
Yeah, and I know you guys love it when, you know, we decide craft along, and you know my craft level, right? You know my craft level. I've done that. Anybody can do this. If I can do it,
Absolutely.
anybody can do it. So absolutely, give this a go today. Get these. I'm well chuffed with that. Get these dies and have a go. That's what these craft alongs are for. Because as I said, you know, if you're a complete newbie, this is a project that you can easily do. You can watch the show back at any time. It's a nice slow show because I was on it. So you've got an hour and 52 minutes of tuition with Debbie, and you can do this as well. This is the set that you'll need to go for if you want to be able to do it with these dies, and they are absolutely gorgeous. They really, really are. So you're going to get the blushing poppy, which I think is my favourite in that collection. You're also going to get this, which is your traditional rose. And then you're also going to get the one that I was working with, that dainty dahlia, dainty dahlia, $32.62 platinum price here. Or sorry about all this, by the way, just ignore that. $33.51 if you're shopping with us in the US and you're a platinum member. The daily deal is something else which I want to show you because this is a super buy. Obviously only here for today at this bonkers price. We've been doing these right throughout the Sarah's Craft Clear Out event. So you're going to get this amazing tote bag. As we established a few moments ago, it's big, plenty of room on the inside, plenty of room around the outside as well. You've got all of these massive pockets for all of your craft goodies. It's sturdy. You've got that hook and loop handle there as well, so it's nice and comfortable for you to carry, and you've even got your adjustable shoulder strap here too, so you know when these do get heavy, which they will, it's not going to dig into your shoulder. If you don't want that, it's nice and easy for you just to simply unclip it and take it off. However, not just the tote bag for that amazing price. Oh no, friends, we are also going to give you for free the 4x4 stamping mat. We're going to give you for free 3 reels of your low tack tape. We are going to give you for free 2 of your pokey tools, and you're also going to receive for free one of our round blending tools with the replacement head too. That's a cracker deal. Johnny's been telling me that that's been selling in its droves today. Hundreds of you have jumped in and grabbed that deal. £15.99 or $21.59 is the platinum price on that. And don't forget, it is Fiverr Friday. On the website right now, you'll find loads of deals. Well, here's the thing. You'll find a lot of deals. I don't know if all of them are still there. I checked earlier and there were tons. Chances are things will have sold out, but basically £5, $5 deals. First come, first served. I've picked out 4 of my favourites here. The precision snips, they are part of the deal. You guys love our scissors. The precision snips are still in stock at the moment. Those are normally $7.99. £5, $5. You've also got in the deal this beautiful double-sided joyful wreath die. That is normally, what is that normally? $19.99. £5, $5 today, which is amazing. You then also got this gorgeous Create-A-Card-Die. That one is the Jingle All the Way. $16.99 normally, £5, $5, and probably one which I think could go before the others. If I don't know what the stock levels are, but the Santa Claus. This one's called Jolly Santa. It allows you to create that really cute sort of gift card pop out. That one is normally £12.99, £5 or $5 today. So those are all online for you. Ends obviously at midnight tonight. Just whilst I'm sticking, Debbie's very kindly just cut me some She's cut me some little sentiments off here. Can I ask you, Debbie, because I can't I say I can't multitask, I've just done it for the last 2 hours. What's coming up on the masterclass tonight? It's all stamping, isn't it?
It's all stamping, yeah. So we showed you a little sneaky peek earlier in Wake Up Call of the natural beauty stamps. So we're going to be recapping on how to do like skin and hair and those ones. But we do want to just go through anything about stamping, and also we want to take any of your questions. So if there's anything, and I absolutely mean anything, that you're unsure about in your stamping, or anything you find difficulty, or on totally the opposite scale, something that you found really easy and simple to do, then get in touch and let us know, because we are fully interactive on the masterclass, and it'll be really great to answer any of your questions if you get stuck on anything, or to hear any of the things that's helped you. So it's going to be a great one.
Thank you, everybody, for so many lovely comments coming through for the show. Loving Debbie's make, my make as well. I'm going to put mine in the vote, are we?
Absolutely.
I've got my name on the board. Joe and I have got names on the board. Oh, it's got, Johnny says it's going in.
Going in.
It's going in later. It's going in. Thank you to Linda. I can't read all of these out. There's tons. Mary, Gilmore, Carol, Mary, Betsy, Samantha, Carol, Michelle, Suzanne Dawn, Rhonda. There's loads. Bonnie, Mary Beth, Lynn Harvey, Deborah Barmforth, Valerie, Roxanne Baker, Lillian Quat, Alison Lee. Thank you all for your lovely comments. Give it a go. Honestly, it's such a lovely project to do. I had an absolute ball. Thank you, Debbie, for your patience.
I didn't think I needed any, Ben. I think you did amazingly today.
Oh, thank you.
And I'm just thrilled you got that, because you really didn't look very excited about doing a box, because it's like, I can't do it, it's not going to work, it's not going to meet up, but you can, and it just shows you that you can do it.
Thanks to all your little hints and tips. And again, if you were like me, that was the thing I was worried about, because I can do me mats and layers and bits and pieces, but the last time I made a box, it was a bit of a disaster, but now I've got it, got the hint and tip. Hopefully that's helped you as well. Check out your baskets. We've got another great show coming your way, as you've just heard, that masterclass coming up at 6 o'clock, 1 o'clock Eastern. But in between times, you've got time to check out your baskets. Check out all the deals as well that we've got for Fiver Friday. And Debbie and I will be back with you for a fantastic masterclass in just a couple of hours' time. Get those questions ready. We'll be here to help you then. But for now, bye-bye.